I never used to be a person that could stick to a schedule. I thought I was never going to be that person. I was all over the place. Besides the fact that I was deep into my drug addiction, I just couldn't stay focused. I couldn't stay consistent. That's always been my issue. And with my mental health being the way that it is, I have bipolar disorder, PTSD, and severe anxiety. Even though apparently when it comes to Social Security, when you have bipolar and you have social anxiety, they don't separate them apparently. Either way, I've had to learn how to hone in my be everywhere all the time-ness by having schedules. And I don't have a set schedule in a way of I get up at the same exact time every single day. It's more of I do the same activities around the same times every single day. Like when I wake up, I take the same steps every single day. So this is the second part of my morning routine, where I come in and I deep clean the kitchen, I wash any dishes that the kids have left the night before, I wipe down all of my seasonings, I sweep, I mop, and I get my first cup of coffee. I've been up since about 6:30 or 7. That's a later day for me, waking up around 7:30 or 8. I think that's what time I woke up, around 7:30 or 8. And I had a really long prayer session. I just lay there and talk to Spirit and just try to remember where I'm at, remember who I am, remember what I'm supposed to be doing, just giving thanks that I woke up and just mentally preparing for the day. And then I go and I either hop in the shower or depending on what time it is, I'll either hop in the shower. If it's past 8:15, I'll immediately work on my premieres and my promotion for my channel. I always do that because I premiere new videos on my channel every other day at 8:15 a.m. So I then promote those by sharing them on my social media, and I also will do a post for my community tab, and I will do my shorts that need search engine optimization for each single one. So I have to come up with keywords and all types of stuff. So that takes about an hour. So that's my work. So if I wake up before 8:15, I'll take my shower and then work on work. But if I wake up after 8:15, I'll work on work and then get in the shower. And I feed the cat, clean the hallway. It's always cleaning for me. Everything starts with cleaning. Prayer and cleaning. That is how I start anything. So after I get a little bit of work done, that usually takes about an hour. At that time, all the kids have showered. So then I can go clean my bathroom and come into the kitchen after they've already eaten, because they make their own breakfast. And it's usually leftovers from the night before or whatever. They decide that they want to cook. I have teenagers and everybody knows how to cook up in here. So this is the time where I come into the kitchen, I wash up the dishes, I wipe down the walls, I wipe down the seasonings, I sweep the floor, mop the floor, and I start the day's meal. I always cook a big meal. They'll usually last about 2 days. Like I'll probably do a spaghetti today. Usually do beans or just something that can keep everybody full. And in between those days, if they don't want to eat that, they can cook themselves. That's why I always have jasmine rice going so they can do a stir fry or a taco bowl with my beans on top. And, you know, they've got fruit and vegetables in between, peanut butter. They're not going to starve. This is my favorite drink that I made up. I love it. This is not actually coffee. This is cocoa powder. This is decaf coffee. I'm not supposed to have caffeine because it causes me to have manic episodes. Peanut butter and agave nectar. I've got cinnamon in my almond milk bubbling back here. And this is how I make it. It's so good. So I do 2 generous tablespoons of agave. I'm going to do 1 heaping. This is also how I make my hot cocoa. 1 heaping tablespoon. So a little bit of coffee. Just a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit more chocolate. Just a tiny bit. My favorite part. Peanut butter. Oh my gosh. So then I mix it till it's like the consistency of brownie mix. And then So I just got a new cup from Dollar General. It was $3. And of course, I'm stirring with intention and saying, I love you and thank you. You nourish me. All types of positive things. I always put intentions into my food. And drinks. Had to get them corners. Corners when he gets all chunky as a body of hot chocolate. Yes. And the good thing is you really don't even taste the peanut butter that much. You mostly taste the chocolate, but that peanut butter gives it a creamy texture. And this is so creamy and sweet and warm and chocolatey. I used to be a chocolate fiend. Me and Judah, me in there hiding chocolate, hoarding chocolate, trading chocolate. It was crazy. If you can control how you eat, i.e. when you start fasting, and not giving in to your carnal wants as soon as you want it, and like purposely depriving yourself, you become a master of your emotions. Because if you can control your hunger and your animal nature, you can control anything. And of course, emotional maturity is the goal. For sure. Because it's easy, like so easy to just kirk out and lose control when you feel like you don't have control. But to be able to stand in the midst of everybody acting a fool and you are just stoic like Marcus Aurelius, like who is the father of stoicism, they say. But that is actually who I started studying to learn about stoicism. So I'm gonna give him his one. Shout out to Marcus Aurelius. I like my rice with oil in it, so I'll add a little bit of avocado oil to my rice. This is jasmine rice, so we don't salt the water. It's very sensitive and it's very aromatic. It doesn't need salt when it's boiling. So, and I also have been putting parsley in there lately. I don't know why I've been doing that, but it is delicious. I love it. I'm just waiting for that water to boil, so I'm gonna finish sweeping my floor. Had to wash my hands real quick. That water is boiling. Usually I would have a big 10-pound or 20-pound rice bag of jasmine rice. I did not get to the bodega to pick that up, but I'm gonna get it on Saturday. Raja's gonna go with me to pick that up. We're gonna get a big old 20-pound bag, and that'll last us 6 weeks. 4 people making rice every day. That's not too bad. Not at $1 a pound. It's not. I for sure scrape those little pieces of rice off that bowl. Food is not free. Not yet. Not here. 20 minutes on the timer. I like this brand of jasmine rice. It's from Aldi. It's really nice. It's called Earthly Grains. So now it's back to my office in my room to edit, shoot some more footage, and then it's time to finish dinner. I'm making beans today. Thank you for spending the second half of my morning with me in Fury World. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you. I love you. Have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Peace.